Morning, Flosstube. Except it's no longer morning. It's afternoon. Getting a slow start today. Mostly because I'm in a different position, as you can see, because I got a new cabinet to store my stuff in. And so I spent most of the morning organizing, which is one of my favorite things to do. I'll probably at some point do a little video showing you my new cabinet, but it has all of my fabric now, it has all of my floss, it has all of my charts, it holds my finishing, the few finishing type of things that I have. It has some of my bags with my starts from Stitch Mania and just other odds and ends, so I'm really pleased with it. And then I have a space to put stuff on, so I'm really happy with how that's looking. I'm not very good at decorating like some of you. I'm not very good at creating vignettes of things. I think mostly because I don't have a lot of stuff to create a vignette, and that's okay. So I have what I have and I'm happy with it, and it will grow over time. So right now I'm still in the same room. I'm facing the windows. The windows used to be on my, what side is that? My left. So I'm now facing them, and I think the light's a lot better. It's not glaring out my hair like it had been, and I'm not sure why facing it makes a difference than going sideways, but anyways, I'm happy with it. So anyways, new position, same room. Hope you like it. Let's see, what else is happening? Not a whole lot on the home front. Still waiting for news on Mike's job. Yeah, still waiting. Sasha is doing much better. He's being his old ornery self, getting into things and tearing around and fighting with his sister. So for better or worse, he's feeling better. Let's see. Boys are doing good. We're doing good. Weather's gorgeous. It's all good. So let's talk about stitching. Let's see. I'm going to look at my notes because I have some notes before we start. I had hoped to have a chance to watch more new people this past week, but I didn't. I'm still way behind on Flosstube. I'm like a week behind, and I'm kind of being really choosy about what I'm watching, but even still being really choosy, there's so many people I want to watch, so I do what I can. But I did want to shout out Linda Spalding. She is, and I think that is her name. I know several other of you have mentioned her. She only has a couple videos up so far. She has a lot of great, she's been stitching for years. She has a lot of great finishes. She likes Prairie Schooler and Blackbird designs. She also has an Under the Bed box, a UBB. So hopefully she will pull that out sometime and show us the goodies. But she also has some beautiful framed finishes that it's worth seeing. She, like I said, she only has 2 videos, but she was very natural. She said she was nervous, but I really enjoyed listening to her, and I think she's just going to be another person who's going to become a friend very quickly. So, Linda, welcome to the Flosstube world. I enjoyed watching you, and I look forward to more. I also wanted to mention Laura Nelkin. I know I mention her every video. What can I say? She has had, she has a lot of YouTube videos that are mostly tutorials, but she decided to start doing more like a journal type of thing. There's a lot of designers, I think both in the knitting world and the cross-stitch world, who are seeing the value of being before their family of fans on a regular basis and creating. I think what we find on Flosstube is true for knitters as well, that you can really kind of create a circle of friends that you can interact. It's different, like Laura has a very big Ravelry group and a very active Ravelry group, but there's something different about, I think, this medium where you're actually seeing us talking to you. Not us, it's not like I'm a designer, I'm nobody, but seeing the person talking to you, you feel like you get to know them more than I think you do just on a text forum. So anyways, Laura's channel is, or her videos that aren't tutorials, her videos that are more like this dialogue type of thing, is Laura and Lola knit. Lola is her counter ego. Lola is the one that kind of gets Laura in trouble sometimes. She's a lot of fun. Laura herself is a hoot, so I highly recommend. And I will be linking, of course, everybody below in the discussion box, or in the, you know, the notes place down there. So look for that if you would like to get to know Laura Nelkin more. I highly recommend that you do, because she's a lot of fun. I also want to mention that Misty Purcell, Luminous Fiber Arts, has put up a Etsy shop for her woven towels. She actually made one specifically for me that, surprise, surprise, is turquoise and white. So I bought that yesterday. It was put in the mail today, so I hope to get it very soon, and I'm very excited about that. I love hand-woven towels. There's a feel to them. I have my friend down in Sarasota that is a weaver and spinner, made me a towel as my going away present, and a kitchen towel. And there's just something about the texture of a hand-woven towel that you can't get with store-bought towels. So again, I will link her Etsy shop below. Okay, a couple things that I wanted to mention that came up from previous videos. First and foremost, the Teresa Wentzler's 12 Days of Christmas. There was the one for the first day of Christmas in one of my Christmas ornament magazines, and I was wondering if she continued the series in follow-on years. She did not. She did continue the series, but not as freebies and not as ornaments and magazines. You can buy them. She has a website. She has her own like blog where she talks about her patterns and lists her patterns, and they link to a website called Patterns Online, which I believe is just her patterns, where you can buy like the PDFs. So patternsonline.com, you can find the complete Teresa Wentzler 12 Days of Christmas series. Again, it will be linked below. I will be getting those at some point. I really, really like that series. I of all the different 12 Days of Christmas, that one happens to appeal to me the most. I mentioned on my last video as well, one of the ornaments I had looked at was a tree. I think it was a Lizzie Kate pattern, and it had a little spider charm on it. And I said, I'm not putting a spider on my Christmas tree. Well, I was schooled that that's a thing. All right, it's my turn to play with my hair. I was going to show you. Can you see? I don't know whether you can tell. There is more color underneath. Oh, that was a wonderful thing to do, wasn't it? Anyways, we'll stop that now that I've totally made a mess of myself. Apparently the spider on the Christmas tree is a German. Why do all Christmas traditions seem to come from Germany? Christkindlnacht, that kind of thing. It's a thing. It's an old story that spiders on the tree, when they spun their webs, that was the first tinsel on Christmas trees, the first tinsel to decorate it. Now, we always use tinsel. I don't use tinsel anymore. I don't even know they sell tinsel anymore like what we used when we were kids. But there's long silver strands. We always put those on our trees when I was little. And it reminds me of my cat eating the tinsel and it coming out the other end. Oh, the fond memories of childhood. So, two people mentioned that story to me in the comments from my last video. So I may put the spider on. I don't have the spider charm, of course. I'd have to find one, but I may put the spider on the tree if I get around to doing that ornament. Who knows, of all those ornaments, which ones I will actually do, right? Let's see. I wanted to mention that this past week I did put up two really other quick videos. One was, excuse me, itchy nose. One was a little bit of a review on Planet Earth Fibers 6-ply silk floss. I had bought that. I showed that to you in the last video. I bought that for the special gift I'm doing for a friend. And so I did a little video kind of talking about what I think of it compared to other silk flosses, and just kind of a little bit of an education on the plies and the twist and what that means for your stitching. So I did that one last Wednesday, and then yesterday, and I was showing this in a second, I got a new Bitsy Bob from Kelly Stodola. That's So Kelly Co. on Etsy. Again, that will be linked below. So yesterday it came in the mail, and it's her Bitsy Bob 2, so it's a little bit bigger. It has more space for more floss. And I did a real quick video yesterday showing that. So again, you can find all those out there. I just wanted to make sure you were aware of those. I wanted to mention Nancy Belgian? Oh, Nancy Turner. Name just flew out of my head. Nancy Turner, Victorian Motto Sampler Threads, has created a bunch of new floss collections that, the one is called Two Sisters. She has another floral collection. She's talking about doing another Christmas one, or maybe 2 Christmas ones. And she has giveaways on her blog for those flosses. And she's only made like 30, I believe, of the Two Sisters. Really, really pretty colors. Again, linked below. So you have to be a friend of her blog and then post a comment to be entered in that giveaway. So just wanted to let you know, if you aren't already a member of Nancy's clubs, or if you're not already signed up on her blog, I encourage you to do so. She does giveaways every month, multiple giveaways every month. So if you haven't tried the Victorian Motto Sampler Threads yet, you could win a giveaway, and that's a good way to try them out. So I had a question that I wanted to answer from my last video. Pat Matejek, possibly, I'm not sure about the pronunciation of the last name. There was a piece behind me, it's over there behind me, would have been behind me now, that she was asking what piece it was. I believe she means this one. This is Country Cottage Needleworks Snowflake Serenade. So that is, I finished this past winter. And no, I haven't put it away yet because I love it so much, and because I don't have that much stitching things to leave out, so I'm going to leave it out. So that is that one, Pat. I am actually going to be giving this pattern away as part of my Christmas in July extravaganza. Sounds like a good word, right? And I'll be talking more about the giveaway, the giveaways, because there's multiples later on. So I think that's all the talky stuff. Let's get back to the stitchy stuff. Okay, I have a finish. I was really hoping that I would have this as a fully finished before today, but I need to get to Joann's and get some stuff, and the stuff that I want is on sale this week, so I'm waiting till it goes on sale. So yeah. So this is Snowman 10 from Lizzie Kate. Really happy with it. This was one of my Mania starts, so this is my first Mania finish. Yay, go me! So cute. I'm going to finish it as a semi-pillow type of thing. This was actually a finish I saw in one of the ornament issues, so I'm going to give that a hand, but I need some stuffing. I have no stuffing. So, isn't that cute? I'm thrilled with that. He's a cutie. And he may stay up all year because he is such a cutie, and he doesn't deserve to be put away. On Saturday is Sally Spencer Saturday time. So on Saturday, I worked on Sally Spencer a little bit. So I got, let's see, I got the E done, I got the B done, I got this all done, and worked down here a little bit. So I'm really happy with how that's looking out. I'm happy with my color choices. As you know, I've changed them all. I need to do a blog post that says what I've used. You know, I have the best intentions for that blog. I still haven't finished all my Mania blog posts. I want to do blog posts for each of these videos, but the problem with blogging is it takes away from stitching time. I need to get over that, right? Because I think it's important to put that information out there. The other thing that I worked on, and the thing I'm really spending the most time on right now, until I get caught up, is Harbor Haven. So there is Harbor Haven. It is getting too big to fit on one of my little blocking pieces. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. So, of course, I'm over here. I'm working section 6, part 6 and part 7 at the same time. I got leaves on my trees. I still have to finish the little yarn basket. And now looking at this, I really wish I had changed her hair to gray, right? Because this would be me and this would be Mike. And I was saying that I want to just crawl into this piece and live here. I could take out that yarn or that floss, I guess, and make it gray, but I don't know whether, sorry, I'm flopping around here. I don't know whether I want to do that. Because I do like, I used, I changed that to, I think that's cinnamon, Gentle Arts thread cinnamon, so her hair has some dimension to it. So I have to do her basket. I have ground over here to fill in. I've started the tree on this side. I'm not going to finish the tree. I'm going to do the sun. There's still some bushes in here I have to put in. I have to finish the sun, and I'm going to do the leaves. The leaves over here on the tree coming up here are the same as this. I'm going to do the leaves, but I'm not going to do the trunk of the tree because the trunk of the tree is always the dividing for parts, so half of it is in one part and half of it is in the other part. And you can't see that there's a dent on camera, but there is a dent that is created when you do split the tree in half, basically, part to part. So I'm going to wait until part 8 comes out and do the complete tree trunk then. But getting there, I still have the little stems to put on these flowers. There's a fishing line, so little details, and then of course filling this in. But I'm almost done. I'll get this done in the next couple of days because this really is like, I'm being pretty monogamous with this. Shocking, I know. So I'll be ready. The next part won't come out until July 10th, so I have time. I'm going to, let's see, Caroline Off the Grid Needle Arts is starting Hoity Toity. So a bunch of us that have been working on the Hoity Toity Sal are going to be pulling them out again, pulling out Hoity Toity again and working on that again. So, yeah, I'll be doing that. Let's see. Haul. Of course, I don't have a lot of haul because I don't have any money to spend. I did cheat a little bit though, just a little bit. So, couple things. Well, the first one isn't really cheating. I think I just lost the tag. Yep, there it is. So one of the reasons my money in June disappeared so fast is because I joined XG Designs Fabric of the Month Club, and I only did 3 months just to get a little taste of it to see if I like getting mystery fabric. And of course, it's XG Designs. Of course, I like getting mystery fabric. Duh. So the first shipment came. I ordered the primitive selection and just a 19 by 13 piece, 36 count. So this is 36 count linen. It is sampler khaki. It has a bit of a green cast, and I know some khakis do have a bit of a green cast. It's really, really pretty. So the modeling is pretty strong on this side. This is the right side, I'm sure. And much fainter. You can still see it, but you can tell that she had the other side of the fabric up when she was dyeing it. So, if people don't like that much modeling, then they have a choice on the side of the fabric, but I think that's gorgeous. And I have to say, facing the windows like this and having the light come in, this is perfect as far as the representation of the color. I hope it's coming as well across your monitors as I'm seeing on screen here. So anyways, that is my first. I only ordered the 3-month. I was looking at her shop yesterday, so tempted to buy more. She had a really pretty color of floss. I don't remember what the color was, but it was pinks and corals. It's like one of the top ones in her Etsy shop. Yeah. I hope it doesn't cost a whole lot to ship to Hawaii because I need more. Okay, this is the cheating thing. So I put in an order in Amazon, and I snuck in a little kit. This has been on my wish list for a little while. It's just a little dimensions kit. It says ocean. Hey, I'm moving to Hawaii. My happy place is Siesta Key on Sarasota. I obviously need to get more of a beachy theme going here, right? It's one of the full kits. I'm not going to use the Ada. I'll find some linen. Probably some blue linen, because that's how I roll. Okay, the other thing, the Bitsy Bob 2. So, like I said, it came yesterday in the mail, and I used it all yesterday evening. The timing was perfect, because as I mentioned, sorry, itchy nose again, as I mentioned in my little video, yesterday, I was using I was using one of the regular ones for Harbor Haven, and let me find my Harbor Haven bag. Can't be too far. There. Isn't this a fancy project bag? I get really fancy. As you can see, there is a ton of floss. A ton of colors used in Harbor Haven. Probably not all of these are relevant. I know not all of these are relevant to each part, but each part seems to have different colors added in, as well as the ones that are used throughout the whole piece. So a lot of colors. So I was running out on the regular Bitsy Bob of space for my floss. So I was thrilled when she talked about creating one that has more space. And she very nicely asked if I would be willing to test a prototype. Twist my arm. Go ahead, twist my arm. Yes. Okay, so this is what came. Now, to show how much I think just how much my memory doesn't work, I looked at this fabric yesterday, and I said on my video, oh my goodness, that fabric is so pretty. I need to have Kelly give some of this fabric to Joan to make me a project bag. Well, duh, this is the Eliza Bell Cox fabric. Joan doesn't have any more of those in her store. But if Kelly does have more of this, I'd love to have a bag to match it. But anyways, isn't that gorgeous? Such pretty fabric. Coordinating, kind of a gray gingham. Little snaps that open. And there we have it. So, 2 pages. It's my little sign upside down. Let me turn it around so everything reads correctly. 2 pages, and you can see the floss does not budge. And so this page flips around. If you're holding it flat, it will flip easier. And so when I'm sitting this on the couch, it really does turn easier than that. It's just because I have it all wrinkled. I have it sitting on the arm of the couch, and I have all my floss on it. This yellow one is the one I'm currently using in the sun. That's why it's kind of just strung on there. It's not in a nice little ball yet. But as you can see, plenty of room, and plenty of room for more flosses. So I love that. Now she included and it came in the pocket, a thread holder. And I erroneously said in my video yesterday that I thought she just included this as a little bonus in my Bitsy Bob, but this actually comes with the Bitsy Bob too. So you can put, this is the material that you can write on with a Sharpie or a dry erase marker, and it'll just rub right off. I think if you use a Sharpie, you have to use alcohol. But you can see, you can put the information on here. You can write on the color number or the chart number, or the chart symbol, and thread your floss through there. And it has her little logo on it. So that comes along with. And down here, we have the magnet. Now, she was a little bit worried about my heavy scissors and the magnet, but they hold. Now, if I were to hold this straight up, they're going to slip off. But the way I have it on my couch, you know, it's sitting on, I have a fat arm of the couch. I have it sitting like this. And so this is a little bit bent. And you can see my scissors stay put. Even though these are heavier scissors, they stay put on whatever magnet she's using on there. So it works. And then when I'm done, I just flip this around. Hard to do this and hold it up and all that. Flip it around. There's vinyl on the back here, so that when it lays against the floss there on the first page, it does not stick to it. And then I can just close that up for the night, and I don't have to worry about cats getting into it or fur getting on it. Yay! So, again, I love my Bitsy Bobs. I need more. Have I mentioned that? I think I've mentioned that. Okay. That's that. Next, a drink. Hold on. So, Christmas in July and giveaways. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to say I am doing a lighthouse. I hope you enjoyed the light. It's really odd to say I hope you enjoyed when in the past tense when I haven't done it yet. But my plan is to, and I hope you enjoyed my slideshow at the beginning of lighthouses. You can see back here some of my photos. There. Well, that one's the lighthouse. That's there. That's Bass Head Lighthouse on Mount Desert Island in Maine. This is also Mount Desert Island. And this, let me see if I can figure out where I'm going no other way. That's Lake Placid. So that's all part of our New England trip. I have a lot of photos of lighthouses, so the slideshow at the front is going to be lighthouses, so I hope you enjoyed that. The lighthouses are all going to be East Coast, and from a little boat tour we did on the St. Lawrence River, the Thousand Islands, the little lighthouses are up there. I think that's all of them. Anyway, Christmas in July. So I've been thinking about doing giveaways, and I'm pretty sure how I'm going to handle the giveaways. Every week, like I said, I'm just going to still be doing my regular video like this one every week for Christmas in July. So I'll just be showing you, and of course on Instagram I'll be showing you my progress. So my weekly videos will stay pretty much the same. I just hope I have a lot more finished ornaments to show you every week, right? So every week on my YouTube videos, I am going to be doing a giveaway. And the giveaways, and I'll be going through those here in a second, the giveaways are either charts that I've finished all winter and Christmas themed, or charts that have come from my stash from years ago that I know I'm never going to do. I'm also going to be giving away yarn every week. Now, I want to include, so far the people that have said they're interested have been stitchers. I can't think of any of my knitting friends that have chimed in. But I want to encourage you too, because this is about the time when we start knitting our gifts. If you do knitted gifts for Christmas or Hanukkah or whichever holiday you celebrate, this is about the time that we start doing it, right? So I'm also going to be giving away yarn. And then my plan is, so that will be every week through the 4 weeks of July. There's actually 5 Tuesdays in July though. So that last Tuesday, July 31st, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on Instagram for all those who have posted progress photos on the hashtag. The hashtag that I have created is hashtag JHC for Jan Hicks Creates Christmas in July. And I've already posted a couple things on there, so it is out there for you to see. Again, I will post it down below to remind you. So at the end of the month, I'm going to compile a list of I hope to keep compiling throughout the month so I don't have to make a list all at the end of the month. Probably like an Excel spreadsheet or something like that, of everybody who has posted a photo on that hashtag in Instagram. And I will be doing giveaways for that. So that means if you post a photo every day through the month of July, you're going to have 31 entries. I have a feeling nobody's going to post that much, but you know, for every single post you do, I'm going to give you an entry. So we'll see how that goes. I think that'll work lovely. So let me show you the giveaways. The stitchy ones. I mentioned this one already. And each week they'll probably, I think there'll be 2 different charts that I'm giving away, plus yarn. So that's a giveaway. This is an old shepherd's bush. And that says, while shepherds watch their flocks by night. Isn't that pretty? Just a little one. I used to have, this is another one of those buttons that I used to have somewhere. Lord only knows where it went to. This is one that I've done. You can see it back there. Love, love, love this. No winter lasts forever. No spring skips its turn by Silver Creek Samplers. Love. An old lavender and lace Christmas or Santa one. This is opened, but I've never used it. The chart's unused. A Christmas stocking. This is actually a stocking I started and never finished. I have a chart. I've made a working copy of the chart, so the chart's on the original chart's untouched. Pocket full of dreams. So let me see. There's all kinds of pictures. Oh, so there's these stand up here. There's a stocking. There's this. There's this. Is all that in here? There's the stocking. There's the nutcracker and the girl. There's the Afghan. Yep. So this is a lot. So there's that chart. Pocket full of dreams. Let's see if that has. Christmas Dreams is the name of this one. You can barely see it down here amongst the doily. And then a matching one, Pocket Full of Dreams, little boys. Dreams, trumpets, and teddy bears. So again, that has the stocking, and the framed picture. And then some little motifs. So it has this one, and then the little motifs here. And then another stocking, We Three Kings. Cross my heart, I think that's the same company that made that first stocking, yeah. My plan was to make these for my boys. Didn't happen. Not gonna happen. All right, so those are and then the weekly giveaways for yarn, and I'm missing one yet for yarn. I have this little Notions pouch bag. Isn't he cute? A skein of Dovestone DK from Bahram U, that is a UK. This is DK weight, 252 yards of 100% British wool, so it's a blend of 50% blue-faced Leicester, 25% Wensleydale long wool, and 25% dark brown Masham. I made a sweater out of this, and this is a leftover skein, and I think 252 yards would be enough to make a hat, or maybe some mitts, some fingerless mitts. I have a skein of sock yarn, Lang Yavol, and you can see there the picture of what the finished sock will look like if you just do a plain vanilla sock. Okay, so then, and I still have to find a fourth Yarny giveaway. I just haven't had a chance to go through my stash yet. So that's the giveaways that will happen on YouTube. The end of the month giveaway for yarn is this Nuggets Ped. This is a Laura Nelkin design. You can see there's beads around the ankle. So the pattern comes, or the kit comes with the yarn. This is by a company called Peace Love Yarn. Beads. And then there's a code on this postcard that you put into Ravelry to get the pattern. So there's that. And then Just Nan pattern, Snow Business. So this pattern comes with this little heart or little snowflake charm. That. And then this kit. The Heart's Content, Maureen Appleton, Christmas is God's Love. She shows them as little candle screen pieces, but of course that can just be a little framed piece. This kit comes with the pattern, of course, the linen, and all the flosses. So, that is that. As far as I can remember, that is that. Hope you guys have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions. And I wish you joy in all things. And I wish you to do the things that bring you joy. Because if you don't do what you need to do to bring joy, there ain't anybody else that's going to bring you joy. Well, that's not true. Your grandchildren and children bring you joy. I know that. But it has to come from you, right? So, I think that's it. I will see you. Well, let's talk about plans a little bit. Harbor Haven. Going to get those parts done in the next few days. Going to work on Hoity Toity. And then for a small, I might try and get Indigo Lane done. It's not really a small, but I have a good start on that. We'll see what trips my trigger. Because I'm going to do what brings me joy. Anyway, guys, have a great week. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hello guys, I'm back real quick. Just was reading my email whenever I finished up my video and saw that there was a email from Laura saying she would also like to give away one of her travel beading kits. So that is this. What she has now has a different sticker on it, but it's basically a little tin that has this is, can you see that? Flosstube, it's a Flosstube. It's a dental floss threader. One of the things you need for stringing on beads. There's a little crochet hook for placing beads. I think these other things are things I put on here. So she's going to give one of those away. She's going to send that to me as a giveaway for the end of the month Instagram giveaway. So thank you, Laura. That is awesome. Anyways, wanted to let you guys know that. Yay. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.